And we're gonna bring the band up our leg, and then we're gonna come into this banded hip flexion stretch. So you wanna bring your front leg out in front of you until your knee is right over top of your ankle. Keep your chest lifted and your back knee down. For now, we're gonna keep our back foot engaged to the floor. We're gonna slowly reach down and open up the hips. So what you're focused on here is allowing the band to pull your hip back, and that will increase your hip mobility at the hip flexor. And while we're doing this, we're engaging at our front core, lifting our chest, and just feeling that hip sink deep in here. We don't want to hold for too long, and I am trying to stay kind of mobile in at the hip joint, and we don't want to get locked up here. And I'm slowly creeping my back leg back to increase the stretch at the hip flexor on the opposite leg. We're also feeling a lot of stretch in through the hamstring. There is 3 hamstring muscles that all connect in through the back of the leg. And when we are using our hip and using our leg in different angles, we can get different stretches. So start to tune in to what your body is telling you and where you are getting a stretch when you are getting in these positions. We want to stay intuitive with our movement. That way our bodies can tell us when enough is enough. And my body's telling me that right now, so I'm gonna walk it back, woo, and shake it out. And not just go right into the other one. I'm gonna shake that out, woo. And we'll switch to the other side. Again, these are gonna be quick, just 3 moves, but of course we have to do 1 on each side. Now we're coming into the opposite side, driving that leg forward, getting into our deep lunge stretch here. Got that back leg flex and our core engaged. And now driving that knee outward and sending our hip back. Now this band is like a magic tool. If you are stuck feeling immobile from hours and hours of desk work, I don't care if you're a business coach, I don't care if you're a tech worker, an engineer, or a project manager, whatever it is, whatever you're sitting at the desk focused in on creating, you may be all twisted up. You might be in some sort of position that your body is getting accustomed to over time due to the habit of you being in that position. And I do it too. Actually, I sit with my legs cross-legged, even though I know we shouldn't. I know I shouldn't. But it's an unconscious habit that won't change overnight. So we can't just tell ourselves to change. We have to do some work to change our bodies back and get accustomed to a different way of movement. And sometimes that means doing some healing from the movements that we have been succumbing to. So that's what this is all about. If you're someone that hasn't been moving